Alright, welcome back, YouTube folks, and Twitch folks watching the VOD. We're probably going to be wrapping this up today, or almost certainly wrapping it up. Scan the hell out of this planet first, which is what we're on. I think. Yeah, that would be nice. Tremus, I want my grimdark fanny tales, fairy tales. Which again, like the closest we really got was Wolf Among Us. God, that thing's loud. Well, you talk about weird kinks. The little bells goes off for Tremus. The ones that his master makes him wear.
So, did you take some time to think about accompanying us to Londinian? Only 3 other people I'd want on a mission like this, and I'm looking at one of them.
Londinian, here we come. What a terrible
Exactly
name.
what I was hoping to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatoum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and
Gonna spike the ball in her face.
Once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you there. But you need to know, Londinian, it belongs to the Terramorphs.
So she's gonna say to the Nords.
No gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
I don't have any others. We'll go see if he's got anything worth buying. Probably not. Poor Tremos, he's pure as the wind-driven snow.
This is quite an impressive research facility.
And we twist it into dark ends.
When it comes to the study of the Terramorph, the Red Devils are sparing no expense.
Goddamn planet. You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now what do you need?
Just looking for you to do your fucking job.
Project personnel? Supplies are for project personnel only.
I'm the only reason this place is open again, so how about you show a little respect?
Oh, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together.
No, you're just selling me stuff. We're not working together.
But sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city, so, thank you for what you did there.
That's better. I'm really just here to buy supplies.
Of course. Consider yourself verified. Here's what I've got in stock.
Da-da-da. Ooh, Vampire's Gift. Better. Ah, shit. I'm trying to move the chat around. Oh God, what have I done? Try to move the chat around again. What? No, Microsoft 360. You can fuck off. I don't know why you think you're supposed to open when I do that. Yes, slide. Well, this is the last one we're doing. I've only done the main quest, and this is the only like side quest I did. I don't think I did any other quest, did I? Maybe I did some other like really short ones, but aside from that, laser rifle. Ooh, regular rifle. What is up with that? God damn this fucking. We need to change it from burst. I don't like burst. How much is that? Jesus jumped up Christ. How much money do I have? Fuck it, let's buy it. Why not?
The Raiders are destroyed as an effective fighting force and disbanded.
God.
None of the Raiders survived.
That is kind of what I was thinking. Around the time I saw the name Entity Left Hand, I did kind of think, what's up, Entity's Left Hand? How are you guys doing? What is it? What is this rating message? Hold on. Our team is working hard to get the new content available as soon as possible. Your patience and understanding. Wait, what? Is that a new meme that just got created? I can't keep up with the lefties memes. Say what? I don't know what that is. It's too late in the day. And by late, I mean we just started. How are you guys doing? We're wrapping up some Starfield. Warning, there might be some spoilers. We finished the main game. We're in New Game Plus now. So I will try to avoid them at least for a little bit. But you've been warned. Why can I not? There we go. I want all the ammo. Extremely tired. You were tired like hours ago. Oh no, they're not going to be hived. That's why I like them. That's why I like them. But thank you very much for the raid. Much appreciated. Hopefully you had a good stream, and I'm sure there was much money and absolutely no deaths to be had.
To reopen this facility, but someone has.
Go take a nap, old man. You need it.
Have resurfaced.
Unlike young folks like myself, young and spry and, dare I say, dastardly-lishly handsome. English grammar not great, but you don't need it when you look this good, I guess. I did get...
Take these bits, Daddy.
I will take them, thank you. You're very welcome. We should make that a thing more often. Everybody calls me Daddy. That way... Tally loses her fucking mind. But anyway, welcome. I know many of you good folks, cough cough, from Lefty stream. So I did go and buy another point of scanning. We've still got 2 skill points left. Since we're just gonna be killing and stuff, I'm gonna get the ballistic reload because that is pretty nice. And even though these are kind of butts, I kind of would like to get the 3rd level. You won't get that on stream, but it's a shame some of those perks are just complete butt water. But thank you for the 100 bits, much appreciated. Hopefully you guys
I don't suppose I have time for a nap before we leave.
This world is off limits. You were advised to jump to safe harbor immediately.
You're advised to jump on these nuts. Can I say that? You're interfering with a critical mission. Stand down or I'll report you. Ooh.
Critical mission? Oh, you're with the collection team, aren't you?
Yeah, you best check yourself.
Fine. We'll send word you're on your way down. You're cleared to land.
I know I am.
Oh, this planet is off limits.
Teacher told me to tell if you were here without a hall pass. I wish I could board his ship and give him like an Uber space wedgie. That would be amazing. But yeah, we're finishing up a side quest line. Oh, I forgot to... forget it. It'll be fine. Ooh, I like the way this looks. Forgot to mod this weapon. That's fine. Nice, edgy name. Vampire's a Gift. Not really edgy, but... This is a unique looking planet. Can't tell if that's supposed to be snow or ash. We're either at the North Pole or Silent Hill.
Inside the barriers, double time!
Double time, huh? This fast enough? Huh? Is fast enough? Bitch.
You with the Xeno unit?
Okay, I got a Xeno unit.
To the compound.
You want to see it pop out of the cocoon? Wow. Look at his aim. Look at this. Hold on. Maybe put your glasses on first. You've done it, son. You got into Stormtrooper Academy. I'm so proud of you. Oh, God. Ooh, that was a hitch. Game, you alright? You okay? You need a breather? You need a little rest? A little drink? A little sit down? Be okay? I'm sorry I took that ammo. I know that was very tough on you. Wait, is this a... Oh. I got a space suit. I need a weapons workbench. Oh, there's one. Let's see if I have the mats. I just want to change a few things on this weapon. You guys can hear really, really bad aim ASMR. Oh no, it's fully automatic or burst. Oof. I hate both options. I don't have any lubricant on me. I've got some on the ship, trust me. Well, I guess that's out. We'll keep this for now. I think the other thing's gonna kill it for me, though. I don't like fully auto, and I don't like burst. Alright. Let's go recruit the hell out of some reptile giraffe parrots.
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
I'm just here for coffee. Black. 2 sugars, please.
Deflection. Lovely. Nervous then?
Huh.
I certainly wouldn't blame you.
Please, get out.
Perhaps I'll just get my answer from them instead.
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Sanon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. Can I also presume she's with you?
Oh, the captain? Yes, ma'am. Couldn't do this without her.
Then let's not waste any more time. Now, Londinian is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sanon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming.
Oh no.
Do we understand each other?
We know this, but Vivictus bombed this place. Why would he do that?
The initial Terramorph outbreak that overran Londinian during the tail end of the Colony War came as a complete shock. Waves of the creatures appeared out of nowhere, and the city was quickly overwhelmed. There were some attempts at evacuation, but Vivictus decided more definitive action was merited. He ordered the spaceport to be bombed, ensuring no other ships could leave the city, halting the spread of the outbreak but leaving large sections in ruins and condemning countless lives. And the intervening 20 years have only made Londinian more hostile, not less. So my people will not be coming for you out there. Understood?
Don't worry, nobody comes for me. Can you tell us what we're going to face out there?
Terramorphs, and plenty of them. Outside our little sanctuary here, much of the planet is theirs. For that reason, we keep our trips into the city to a minimum. That also means our intel becomes largely historical once you go much beyond the defenses. It's also why I want to make sure I'm being crystal clear. Out there, you're on your own.
Yes, I get it. You have said that repeatedly. Take your heavy ordnance, please.
We'll do our best. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
Ready when you are.
All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
I'll collect gear, but I'm hoping the game doesn't lock up in the meantime. Was really struggling there for some reason. Lettuce! Take that. What is this? White gear, come on. Garbage. It looks like the mugs from that dwarf mining game that I definitely remember the name of. No, no. I mean, I should have access to everything. I'm not going to look at all this. I've got far superior. Well, some of it at least. Oh, I guess we borrowed that already. Alright, I'm not going to start with a bunch of lockpicking. Alright, let's see what they've got for us. Bunch of white items, I'm sure.
Heard you're going out there willingly. Damn.
Yeah, I'm kind of a badass. Son of a... Didn't mean to pick that one up. Drop.
Oh, it'll be a shame to leave that behind.
Didn't pick... God damn it. I mean, it is a minigun. I'll hold on to it for now, but I'm sure it's... Oh. That's pretty badass, but I think I can't just wear that. I think I have to replace everything.
Excuse me.
Shut up. I'll take them. I'll give them to what's her nuts. Because there's nothing else we can sell them. And that was a nice backpack, though.
I hope we don't do any more drills today.
Say condoms. Don't eat those.
Up right there, criminal scum. Nobody breaks the law on my watch. I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine, or it's off to jail. Then pay with your blood.
What? Oh, did I have that one set up? I didn't realize that. Sup, Dickens? How it goes? You want some vodka in a box with a little sippy straw? So you can drink it like a big strong man?
Howdy.
I'll take that. I
Can't
guess.
chat right now.
I want to chat with you. Not you, Dickens. But thank you for the resist arrest. Thought I was getting arrested. Like, you follow me into another game? That's fucking dedication. Because I did like to do crimes in Skyrim.
Okay. Hello. You match our description. The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have something. Make
Something?
sure you had the best tools for the task at hand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, okay. He also gave me another gun. A lot of this crap I'll probably have to drop. But... Or drop on her ass. Eat that guy's hamburger. Yeah, I totally forgot I actually had that one. I was like, wait, did I ever leave a tab open? because I definitely don't need tabs that I would keep open to start playing audio all of a sudden.
All set on your gear? Are you ready to do this?
Dun, 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 dun. You nervous, pansy?
Pre-mission jitters. You hear about a place for so long, it maybe gets bigger in your head than it should be. But you don't need to worry about me. I'll be all right. Now, are we doing this or not?
Let's do it.
Then let's get this show on the road.
And by let's, I mean me.
Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
I knew that.
On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Into the city, stupid.
Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
I think I ate one of the health items. Okay, I ate the first aid kit. It's Thrall.
Gonna make
Shit! These things! They're all dominated! Clean them out and keep an eye out for the morph controlling them!
If we go the morph controlling them, they just go limp.
Most people would be too squeamish
now
to do
I've lost
that.
my appetite.
It's an Almosaurus.
Damn, I was just getting warmed up.
What are they even doing on this planet, by the way? Not these things. The people.
Possible threat detected.
How about you stand on top of me, so that I can't see what I'm shooting. That would be neat. I get the feeling something's over there. Was that adhesive the single most valuable thing in the entire universe that's impossible to create? Which gun is this? I'm gonna try this one. The Vampire's Gift. This is the gun of the Goths.
Combat procedures activated.
Looks like the last of them. No sign of the morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot! Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Where? Here, come here. Pack mule.
Got something for me? Glad to haul.
I don't think I'm gonna give her the micro gun. I think that would be a bad idea. You have that. And that's a sweet-ass jetpack. Did I not sell all these? Thought I did. Because I know we didn't just pick up a whole bunch more. Fine, I'll give her one of the micro guns. She definitely won't shoot us in the back with it.
Talk to you later.
Alright. Let's look for more resources, even though we're pretty okay. Like, hid them behind the walls. We're not going to do a lot of lockpicking today. I just kind of just started this one and I was like, eh. I saw it like as I clicked it. We're pretty okay on items and whatnot, so. Not in desperate need for stuff. I'll take all that 777 ammo, though. Damn. Alright, they're really going to be throwing shit at us, aren't they? Holy shit, they really wanted us to be stocked up. Like, big time. The innocent shall suffer. Big time. Like, I don't think I've seen them give us that much guns and ammo in one place ever. Is it going to be a mimic?
Morphs! Open fire!
No, it's a treasure chest. Don't be stupid. Nerves getting to her, I guess. Oh no, a morph!
Warning.
Why didn't you warn me?
Possible terramorph in area.
Really? Where at?
Strike confirmed. Evaluation insufficient. Systems attached. Rerouting.
Ow! Ow! Okay, that was caught me off guard a little bit. You'll be fine. That one's then.
Error. Hull damaged.
So do you try to get in front of me on purpose just to be a dickhead, or is it kind of just an accident? Alright, music. Relax. It's just two not xenomorphs. Nope, that's a different game. Murder morphs, I think. Got a little burn damage there. We'll be fine. Don't need to heal it. Well, I just hope that when I open this, more don't pop out for no reason at all. That would really suck. This gun's okay. I mean, every gun in this game honestly feels like you're hitting stuff with projectile wet noodles, but no, there's definitely no reason for this gear. It's just one developer just felt super generous, or maybe he like misclicked and dropped a bunch of gear. I think we just killed the last of the necro, the normal morphs, murder morphs. They're dead. They're extinct. Beta? No thanks. Fine.
All Asili's samples collected.
All right. Now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Well, that was easy. We'll take it to sell. Job well done, me. But also people who were with me and absorbed all my XP. Oh, now you just showboating.
Samples secure.
Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, You see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Then we've got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
That's what she said. Well, it makes sense if you like think about it and like content. Never mind. Use this for a little bit. Oh, I did get that. Did I get that? Yeah, I got the one that made you reload faster. I was gonna say this gun reloads pretty quick, but it's because I have that perk. Londinian.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. A real marvel.
I'll try to piece together what's going on with these things. I feel like it's fairly obvious.
All these leeches.
Oh, God.
What's keeping you things warm?
Each other. How about love and friendship? You ever considered that, maybe? Not really into it, personally, but...
You can't
So
let good
that's
resources
what
go
those
to
look
waste.
like on the inside.
They're kind of cute. What? I need the nutrient tissue. It says it's nutritious. I clearly need it. I'm a growing lady. Growing into it. Well, a thing. Oh. Whoa, hey, guys. Drugs? Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Oh.
What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, are you seeing this?
Dun dun dun. What was...
Oh my God. The heat leeches are terramorphs.
But no, it can't be true. Heat leeches are everywhere. They live everywhere. That means terramorphs. Oh my God.
They're like, oh my God. Heat leeches are everywhere. That means we could have mass extinction. And I'm like, oh, have you tried some of this sippy vodka? It's delicious. I mean, oh no, humanity.
You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets.
That can't be how all terramorphs are born, right? I mean, clearly.
No, Lazarus plants can't grow anywhere but here, let alone blossom. People have tried. Plus, if what we just witnessed was happening anywhere else, well, it wouldn't just be Londinian lost to these things. What we just saw, it must be some kind of alternate growth method. One that winnows 70 years of maturation into seconds. It's incredible.
What does this mean for the plans to clean up the terramorphs?
That I don't have an answer for right now. But if they share a genome, like most nymphs and adults do, the microbe should have no problem dealing with heat leeches and terramorphs. The Aciles we'll have to look into. But given what we know about the creatures, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to find that they've got an appetite for both.
Feels like this is a pretty major discovery. I mean, yeah.
Pretty major is right.
Understatement.
But if what we just saw, if that's possible, the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the Terramorph, a heat leach transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a Terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis.
Or that other place.
Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... Could someone have set that up?
I'm going to go ahead and say yes. It's almost certainly yes.
We have to know the truth about all this.
Here we go.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
I mean, I feel like there's...
Proceed.
Like there's Yeah, shut up. I feel like there's a bunch of them. That's not the last one. Also, there's the cereal in a box here. Eat the box, too. That's, unexpected, I guess. I mean, clearly, somebody is, up to this. Also, what is Panopticon? I don't really pay any attention to the drugs or any the things, what they do in the game, to be honest.
Safety's off.
Get down!
If I hadn't seen you use it myself, I'd never believe that.
Yep.
You'll have to try again.
All right, let's get to the bottom of this. Percival, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Music.
Myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Music, please. Oh no, this cup carrier is empty.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
I think it means that Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attack in New Atlantis and the other place. The other planet where she was on, I think.
Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks.
A bioweapon no one would recognize as one. Oh, that's a terrifying prospect.
Sort of thing that'll keep you up at night. And the sort of thing whoever did this probably didn't expect us to uncover. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success.
Giant robot, could you please move?
The timing of that one. It couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the Terramorphs. These attacks. I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
The look on your face right now is something I don't know. You sound like a complete crockpot. I thought the timing of those Terramorphs were suspicious. I mean, yeah, it was. Nope. Not that.
They certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
Why did I gain frostbite? I mean, God. Is doubtful this to you. I mean, it would have to be somebody that was out here and knew this happened in the first place. I mean, I guess they could have known about it a long time. Shut the fuck up. And maybe they weren't out here and didn't just stumble on this. But, I mean, my first thought process would be, yeah, like, at least to know about it and try to keep it on the down low, right? So let's go ahead and accuse them, because I do like the internet, to accuse people of things with minimal evidence.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more Terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Do we?
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
I mean, do we need that sample now, or the coffee shop's closed? Eat that entire ass meal tray. Game needs cannibalism.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
There's a
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Oh, we have your permission. Thanks. Dear God. He had nothing but trash. They were drinking up here? Awful.
Oh, there's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
I'm not... Oh, damn it. The lockers are locked. Since when? When do you lock lockers? You ever have that nightmare where you go back to high school but then realize you don't remember what your locker was, nor do you know your own combination? Me either.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
Of course.
And we do that... Ah, Captain. I think I see it.
Reboot engaged.
Let me push it.
Diagnostic.
I don't want you to hurt anything.
Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Senon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral! It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties? Yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
Yeah.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk.
So that's why he blew it up. The damn... Nope, that's different. Wait, what? Oh. Gotta grab it. Now talk.
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to... keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the terramorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he?
Well, he's dead now, so we don't need to worry about it. That's certainly how I interpret it. I mean, that's very, very, very clearly why he did it.
He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away.
Well,
He killed
blew it away.
those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. He was a...
Hero is the word you're looking for. Someone who thought keeping the secret would save lives.
Oh, you make it sound like a miscalculation.
Oh,
In reality,
shut the
it's
fuck
an
up.
unmitigated disaster. And look where we are now. Oh, some secret.
A calculated loss. These soldiers for the rest of the galaxy. That sounds exactly like what my father would do. But it doesn't. It can't justify slaughter. But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. He thought he was protecting us all, taking the secret to his grave.
Definitely the grave is where he is.
Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared.
It's almost like he was correct. Sup, Mr. Smiley? How you been? Yep, you're right. He's long gone. Absolutely dead as hell.
That's exactly right. Let's move. The settled systems are counting on us.
We've got to move it. I mean, what he did, terrible. But all it would take would be one person to know. And it would have been much, much worse.
Unlock successful.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
But you're not.
Sound good? Eyes peeled.
20 XP. Star Wars Graveyard. You know, what Disney's become. I don't know. I haven't seen anything recent Star Wars. I just like making comments that people will be like, ooh, sick burn, or, you know, actually, the latest Star Wars were actually some of the best. Better than George Lucas's. I don't know. I saw, what was it, New Hope? Thought it was okay. Didn't see the other two. Haven't seen any, like, extended stuff, like... Hypothermia gained! Congratulations! Like the show with Baby Yoda and his support star. Oh, what was the last Star Wars thing I saw? Good God. We have so much ammo, it's crazy. Excuse me.
Hostile detected.
What the hell?
Let me scan it.
That's a sample? My God, concentrate
Yes.
fire!
Can I scan it? Oh.
We need to
Hey, don't follow me, stupid. Oh, that actually worked.
Let's give it all we've got.
Would you get... That robot's up my ass constantly.
That thing is putting out some kind of signal. Raiders lighten up. I think you're due for some company.
Probably not. Damn, that XP.
The thralls! They're not coming after us. I guess we should grab that sample while we can. Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Suppressive fire. How about I just shoot it and kill it? I like how the robot was trying to help him by standing in front of me over and over again. Thanks, brah.
He's like, don't kill it. It's an animal. It doesn't know what it's doing. It's not its fault. Got a fucking pacifist war machine.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here.
Language?
Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Yeah, I will do that. Heading that way now. Yep. Yeah, I'm assuming we just go back to where we came. Oh, wait. This will be a shortcut. Yeah, I mean, one of the most guilty looking would be the people that are here already. If nothing else, they would at least should, like, know who was over here, right? They should know, like, oh, yeah, these people came by and they were twirling their mustaches and had these long capes. And they were giggling to themselves as they left. I mean, it seemed a little suspicious, but I mean, you know, who am I to judge? I got improved frostbite. Now, it's not. I know it's not actually improved frostbite. To hollow out one of those things and camp inside. So we got a level. Alright, let's go see what's up with this. Surprise!
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Is the plan going to still work now that we got to clean up heat leeches and terramorphs?
Can't be positive until we run some tests. But knowing that the terramorphs have been masquerading as heat leeches all this time is a big find. Arguably makes things more feasible, now that we know what we're dealing with, not less.
Agreed. Plus, I don't think you're gonna have to push real hard to get folks on board with cleaning up one of the galaxy's greatest pests if this is what they're capable of.
But none of that's getting done without the samples. You do have them, right? Ah, best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vague Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
I mean, I guess that's another part of it. He could have told somebody about this. But I mean, I guess there's a few angles here. He's sending us out here and he's trying to help us, at least in part, because he wants us to stop it, because he knows what will happen if this information gets in the wrong hands and all that. The other side is he wants revenge / wants to escape. So he's told somebody to like get him back, right? Like to use this weapon against everybody who's wronged him, which I guess is technically everyone. But plenty of suspects, that's for sure.
That's putting it lightly.
But it's clear someone knows about the plant and realized what ends it could be put towards. Captain, we need to get these samples back to the lab and verify we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But in the interim, do you think you could look into what we uncovered? See if you can turn up any information on who might have committed the attacks?
I have somebody I can talk to.
If it were me, I started the scene of the crime. New Atlantis.
I've got some ideas.
Perfect. Once you finish your investigation, we'll meet you outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to hear this. Take care of yourself.
And each other.
Who might be involved.
They gave us all that ammo and we wrecked that thing fairly easily. But again, we are on Normie. Normie? Normal. A legacy. Forged. Now, this is the next to last mission, I believe. It really likes to do that, doesn't it? Now. We gotta get scanned. Y'all ready for some dead mines tomorrow in WoW? Making the trip over?
Let me know if we
Oh, I
can
didn't get
head
scanned.
into the well, so I can watch your back.
You can watch my back as I walk away. Let's go sell real quick. Could always use more money. Thought it's central out here.
I am not a stock boy. I am the owner.
I don't give a shit. Wait, where? Get your ass in here.
Here.
Pack mule.
I have something for you.
You shouldn't have.
Oh, you're incorrigible.
I'm a lot
I
of things.
picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm more than just an extra gun, you know.
An extra back.
Hilarious. Truly.
I appreciate it.
Pleased I get to utilize some of my old field collecting skills. It's been a while. Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If I pick anything up, it's all yours.
I couldn't remember his name. Well, I remembered.
Ornamental root.
Hmm?
That is random.
I'll only carry the good stuff.
Incorrect. You will not. You will take it all. I think I left that for her to use. She's using this pistol, though. I had trucker space helmet. Did I give you... Oh, I gave you... Keeping that. You're using that, so I'll take it.
Get this up.
Bye.
Bye.
There's a bit more in the back. If you don't see what you want, feel free to... Oh, please, take...
There's a bit more in the back. What do you think? All right. I don't think she's got all the money for this. She probably doesn't. She does not. Let me see what she has. I might buy stuff that we need for upgrades and shit. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to make a trip to the store. I mean, to the ship. This is going to be heavy as hell. Already can tell. Wait, god damn it. I picked... I hate when I fucking do that. Luckily, I saved her beforehand. I forget that it goes between her to you, you to her, and then shipped to her. I mean, it is nice that you can sell straight from the ship, though. That is very nice.
Hope you're finding everything you need. Oh, please, take a look.
Shut up. Oh, did I not pick her shit up? Ugh. No, I didn't grab her shit. Ugh, pain in the ass. Fine. I will go in. I am buying... Well, the other part is I have this thing kind of partially covered up. I don't need... I can make 0 wire. Ooh. Buy all of it. Sometimes it asks you how many you want to buy. Sometimes it doesn't. got a lot of stuff we needed.
Thanks for coming in.
Hurry your ass in here. Woman.
Here.
Curtis.
No,
You're welcome. I picked it up on one of our...
Come on.
I'm just pleased. Check back with me.
Truly, we missed your calling as a cop.
Yeah?
I remembered his name.
Want to see what I'm cap...
I just want to take it to the limit. All right. We're not going to grab everything because we know Chick's not going to have enough. Here, that should be enough.
No idea what we are talking.
Maybe another time.
The hauler from Sidonia.
What's crazy is you can sell from the ship, but you can't sell from your
Oh, please, take a look.
your companion. It's just one of those very odd things. I'm keeping the micro gun. At least I want to test it out. Nice. We got most of our money.
Appreciate the business.
It's amazing what passes as art.
Quick trip to the ship so we can drop off the resources. Be cool if you could buy stuff and send it straight to the ship. That would be neat. I do wish while you were in a city and not like in combat, it would ignore like encumbrance. Like just as a convenience thing. It's usually not a big deal, but it would be nice.
Helps you get a better job. It basically
Especially with the nicer ship. Because you have to go a little further to actually like get back to the ship to drop stuff off, but you can't get in there. Like you can't fast travel into the ship to drop the stuff off. So you have to do shit like this. Wait for your stamina to come back. I know, game. Thank you. I don't know what I did to trigger the tutorial message start coming back up. That one wasn't really a tutorial message, but
I'll head to my crew position.
don't get comfortable. We're about to leave. Oh, you're fine. God, stop. Uh, 85. Well, yeah, we'll try that gun just for funsies, but I don't see me keeping it. I was gonna say I should not be over encumbered anymore. Yes, it was fixed. They patched yesterday. And the stuttering in Lords of the Fallen is fixed now. I even did a quick test. Great. Good fast travel. But yes, confirmed fixed. I mean, it was still having not great, like it wasn't running super great in the area I was in, but at least it wasn't hitching. The hitching was by far the worst part, because that got me killed a few times.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi...
And it was due to larger file size. They did confirm that the hitching was mostly due to people who had been playing a while. Because I was thinking, like, it feels like it was broken with the patch because it wasn't happening when I first started playing. But that explains why. It wasn't broken with the patch. It just my file size got big enough for it to become noticeable every time that it's saved.
I'm gonna leave New Atlantis for good.
What's it? Isn't it actually over here? Yes. I don't know why it always does that. When you very first come in, it puts the marker up there. And then when you... But after a little bit, it's like, oh, wait, no, actually, it's over here. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm very curious to know which route we're going with this. I mean, because if he told somebody, the question then becomes, who has access to him, right? It has to be a very high-level person, because obviously they don't want anybody knowing he's alive, period, let alone having access to him. So the list of people it could be at that point should be very small. If, again, if it is the case of him, like, telling somebody, which I honestly don't think is the case.
Well, what a pleasant surprise.
But could
when
be.
I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
I don't know. Is there anything you want to tell me about your time in Londinian?
I haven't been to Londinian in many years. Why? Is there some way I could be of assistance? Were you able to recover what you were looking for?
Don't play dumb. We know you were behind the attacks on New Atlantis and Tau Ceti. Oh, that's blaming him on it. We'll play we'll play the middle ground here. We did and a whole lot more.
Good news then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no?
I found a recording of you discussing the use of Terramorphs as a weapon.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
So you're claiming to not know anything about the attacks. Is that what you're claiming?
Of course. Do I look like I'm in any position to do what you're describing?
Oh, don't play that game.
So I'd very much appreciate your agreement to not share what you found. We wouldn't want anyone else jumping to conclusions now, would we?
Yeah, I definitely don't like your tone. No more lies. Confess, or I turn over what I found.
You know, you're far more clever than I expected. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Damn it. The scroll wheel is weird sometimes on this. Associate, who you've been working with.
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
I mean, you don't have anything else to do? Seems personal. I mean, he's not just a madman and a murderer, I don't think. It could be. Seems personal.
You can be more right. The attacks were a correction.
Because he's pissed at all of them.
When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
Do we trust your own people in the UC? I mean, obviously. I mean, it could be the case, too, that he at the time, really did want to just stop it so that nobody could use it. But then after they basically threw his ass to the wolves, he's like, well, you know what? Fuck you then. I'm going to say that one, though, just see his dialogue.
These were the final days of the colony war, Captain. The Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. I was concerned that if word got out, the Collective could swoop down, start breeding Lazarus plants, and overrun our worlds with waves of terramorphs. Just like what was happening on Londinian at that very moment. Sealing off the city to prevent mass death? It was the only option that made sense at the time.
Maybe it is better that few people know about it. I mean, that's true.
Precisely. In that moment, I couldn't allow another dangerous variable to be added to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
Oh, so yeah, okay, yeah, that one guy. So I'd be really curious what happened if you kept him alive. How could you have coordinated all this from here?
It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands. All without the UC realizing whom you were actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective.
Kind of sounding like bullshit. Not that he's lying, but this doesn't sound like something he could actually pull off, given his situation. Why the hell do you care if the UC wants you as an advisor?
Why would I want to be in the good graces of the people who control my very life? I don't know, Captain. Maybe I still dream of a life outside these walls someday. A new face would be needed, of course, but it wasn't an impossibility. Though now, I'm not so sure.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Can't remember the many lives you've taken. Orlays was the man whose death you brought about around the moon of Etheria.
Yeah.
The pilot of the Warlock. The man I had to eliminate, to hide my secret.
Yeah, I actually remembered him, believe it or not. I like this one better. So you murdered UC citizens because of some slight against your honor. You're sick.
There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited.
I did get XP.
That's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
I already did that. It kind of sucks, honestly, but... What kind of honors are we talking here?
Something befitting the dedication to the colonies you two have shown. While, of course, they can't give you a command, responsibility like that has to be earned. The Cabinet does have access to considerable resources. I expect you'll be quite pleased with the result, and none of it would have happened without my intervention.
I suppose there's been some benefit to all this. Now, of course, if we go this route, which of course we will, where we keep it quiet as long as we get a benefit, clearly he would probably try to kill us because we know too much, right? We're the only one who knows. Well, we're the only one that knows he did it. I suppose there'll be some benefits to all this.
Precisely. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame.
Oh, it's our now.
Eliminating the terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives.
Yeah, probably millions.
I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement.
He forgot to take that part out.
All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
Okay. Sorry, again, the scroll is very buggy on this. Surprisingly. What kind of work are we talking about here? I mean, what's up with the hyperthermia? Like, I keep getting messages about it. Oh yeah, what's up, Cleta? Also, why is that?
Hunting down criminals and other threats to the United Colonies. I expect they'll give me a bit more free range once this is all over. You would help me, like you did with Orlays. Track them down and keep them from doing harm to the United Colonies. Impossible, though, if the Cabinet learns I'm the one responsible for the attacks.
Fine, I'll make sure everything's pinned on Orlays.
Splendid. Then I won't keep you. You've got important work, after all. Here's to a bright future.
Yeah, I mean, he'll almost certainly, well, maybe not endgame, but realistically, he would absolutely 100%, once he's, like, free, try to get us killed. Like, why wouldn't he do that?
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
We left, stupid. You say that every time. He's like, I'm sorry, time gets really out of place for me sometimes. I just don't understand the order of things. Yeah, like, why wouldn't he try to get us killed, right? And who would believe us anyway, right? Like, who would believe, like, actually, he orchestrated the whole thing? Which I guess we have the recording. But
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Aciles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything?
Definitely not your dad.
Any leads on who might have committed the attacks?
Lie. It was a man named Dr. Reginald Orlays. He perpetrated the attacks.
Orlays? Reginald Orlays? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive. You're sure it was him?
Lie. Yes. Yes, I am. Positive. The evidence is on its way to the cabinet as we speak.
I don't know much about Orlays, but anyone with a sick mind like that needs to be tried for his crimes and then dealt with appropriately.
They sure
That's
do.
some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlays now? Were you able to bring him in?
In the heart of every child. Guy tried to kill me. Last mistake he ever made.
I see. It would have been good to be able to question him, but I've been in those situations. I'm sorry you had to go through it. Any idea why he might have done it? Or what he was doing with the plant?
I will lie again. Why not? Lie. He found the plant while searching Londinian for weapon data and chose to use it against the UC.
Aha. That makes sense. Plenty of abandoned tech for an old warmonger to pilfer there.
Does it? I mean, yes.
Instead,
perfect
he
sense.
stumbles on the plant and finds the perfect way of getting back at the UC for trying to put him on trial.
Decides to use the plant against the people that destroyed his old life. I can see that.
That could apply to multiple people.
He won't be able to hurt anybody else now. Might be the best we could ask for, given the circumstances. So I guess there's nothing else to do but get this all in front of the cabinet. Unless there were other things we needed to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the terramorphs.
Hint, hint. What kind of risks are there if we decide to bring back the Aciles?
Aciles aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone
Is that a
decides to
real
take a
word?
fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Aciles, we're at least dealing with known risks.
I mean, what kind of risk could you possibly have about spreading these microbes that we don't know that much about into the atmosphere that people are breathing? I don't really see what you're talking about. So both approaches to clearing our worlds are effective against heat leeches.
They are.
Microbe needed minimal adjustment to account for heat leech anatomy.
And the Aciles seem like they're even better at tracking leeches than morphs.
Hell of a sight to watch, though, when they catch them. Like an open airlock guzzling angry spaghetti.
Which method of dealing with the terramorphs are you two leaning towards?
Microbe is going to make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Secure the Lazarus plant. And then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in. See if they have a preference.
I mean, if the microbes, probably millions of them, 1 in a million is not that low.
And here we go.
Excuse me. I'm the hero. Oh, hey. I mean, I guess it is fairly cliche that it was the dad all along or whatever. I don't. Part of the part where his plan falls apart is where, like, wasn't she on the planet that was attacked, right? And she was like just happened to be the only one still alive, or was that somebody else?
I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
Is the second report who I think it's from?
This report comes from a particularly confidential source both you and I are familiar with, yes. Among the reasons its findings are so alarming. Now, is it true? Was the attack on New Atlantis planned?
Yes, but don't worry, we found the culprit.
The second report claims to know the perpetrator as well. Did Reginald Orlays actually commit these attacks, Captain?
As far as you know. Should I have her tell him? Yes, this way I don't have to lie.
You want me to... well...
I mean, she was supposed to be the hero and all that.
To be correct, ma'am. Reginald Orlays appears to have committed the attacks.
See, it's not me lying.
Orlays? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
By me!
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain. I guess that didn't go according to plan.
Yes.
It did.
I was told about your mission and who ordered it. Did you two suspect at the time Orlays might have been involved in the attacks?
What are you suggesting?
Only that it would have been preferable if you'd managed to find him before he murdered UC citizens. Now, are you going to answer the question for me or not? Did you already suspect Orlays?
No idea, ma'am. We just thought we were dealing with a known criminal.
Well, it appears you are ahead of the curve.
I am.
This report contains definitive evidence Orlays triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant the Captain and Major Sanan uncovered.
Simply harrowing.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally faced the UC's justice, it seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring he was dealt with before he could strike again.
Especially me.
You have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked,
I can't buy a mansion with thanks.
We can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the Cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Also, why can't we do both solutions? The big giraffe parrots and the bugs. The microbes. What sort of measures will the UC be taking to protect the Lazarus plant?
Well, luckily the natural hostility of Londinian makes keeping out trespassers relatively easy. But we'll ensure its growth is contained, that access to the plant is only permitted via highly regulated clearances, and that our troop presence on Londinian is increased.
I don't think it should be wiped out. We could use it as a weapon. That's the right call, ma'am. Fuck the other factions.
I'm glad you think so. So then...
Don't patronize me, bitch!
To our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the cabinet.
Wow.
We were hoping
Imagine.
your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Question with the methods.
Ask.
What are the chances, really, that this microbe could cause problems to humans and other species?
Infinitesimally low.
But not zero.
The chance of a starship landing on you as you sit here isn't zero, yet you still attended. Personally, my fear isn't mutation, but Terramorphs developing a resistance. But that's something our group can continue to address if we decide to take this approach, as I believe we should.
Well, the other factions have a role to play in the cleanup.
This won't work without them.
Exactly right, ma'am. The Interstellar Affairs Office has already begun reaching out to worlds throughout the settled systems, informing them of the risks we're all facing, and that the UC has a plan to prevent what happened on New Atlantis from happening elsewhere. Thus far, the response has been overwhelmingly positive.
95% plus.
Cooperation displayed between the UC and the Freestar Collective in managing the Terramorph data set a good tone for the work we're doing, Captain. We expect we'll hit some resistance, but our office has plenty of carrots and sticks to ensure the program's widespread success.
Who exactly is doing all the work?
The responsibilities will be spread across multiple branches of the UC. Research and day-to-day administration will be handled by a new group under the Science Division. All diplomatic concerns and coordination will fall to Chief Yassine and Interstellar Affairs. But most of the actual on-the-ground work, that'll be handled by the Vanguard.
What are the dangers of bringing back the Aseles?
I can feel this one. While intimidating creatures, certainly, Aseles are docile and less provoked. They're honestly closer to oversized mobile scanners than deadly predators. The concern is that, while all proposed methods will be long-term efforts, the Aseles are the slowest. Slow to breed, slow to deploy. We do everything we could to accelerate that process, including mustering some of our mothballed cloning technologies. But if we do elect to use this method, we'll be doing things at the pace of a megafauna, which is not an expedient one.
Very well.
Let's go with the Aseles. I want the giant giraffe parrots walking around everywhere.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
Here's hoping they'll be kept on a short leash.
Shut up.
That, madam, is most certainly the plan.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude.
20%
Today,
off coupon at
we will
TGI
add
Fridays.
3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
What's a Class 1 citizen?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Cha-ching! I'll finally have something that's impressive to ladies. Thank you, madam.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sanan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
And as a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you, Captain, will have your pick of duties.
You said duty.
Speak to your commander. Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
I'm the captain.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? It's because they
A legacy forged. Achievement unlocked.
So many facilities abandoned after the colony war, the pirates used them as forward.
Alright, so I think that's the last one. I do want to go to wherever she just said. Yeah, this guy, I think. Tuala.
Operating bases all over the settled.
I want to see my swank-ass new house. The penthouse. And we get discounts. Oh, whoops. Whoa, God. Whoa, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Fuck it. Oh, God. We're fine. This is good. No, he's up. Oh, shit. Come on, jetpack. Don't fail me now. Oh. My stomach went up a little on that one. That was a hell of a jump. Oh, Sarah. Puss. She wouldn't jump down. Look out for the glitching out pixels, though. I'm a hero. As far as everyone knows. It's a shame, like, I wonder if there is a follow-up. That would be cool if there is a follow-up where, like, you run into, what's-his-face, Vivictus. Or, damn it! Enough with the hypothermia. What is going on with that? Why do I keep getting it and then losing it? Give me the hypothermia. Let me keep it. So at least I can get it, like, cured.
Hey there.
What's up?
Well, well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
That's ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Tell me what it is, exactly.
It's a high honor. Have to do something big for the colonies to earn that sort of designation.
Like saving humanity?
A couple myself. And certainly never given one orders. You should be real proud.
I don't know, whichever one it is. It could have been both. Hypo or hyper. Maybe hypothermia. Just here to collect what this Class 1 thing pays.
Luckily, I'm one step ahead of you. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your account now.
Cha-ching.
But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
12,000? That's not too bad. Where is the office?
Just out the front door and across the plaza, by the embassies. Look for the Aphelion sign.
Aphelion.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
Not right now. Take some time off.
Of course. You've earned some R&R. Once you're rested up and ready to head out there again, you come see me.
Probably not. Wait, is it still the same quest, or did you go back? I think it did. Alright, so it said across here. The plaza. I know we went there before, but I don't remember what that. I think this was it.
Gorgeous weather today, huh?
No gingers! Eat my jetpack, ginger. Soulless freak.
I'm always ready to make a deal. Well, well, if it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen.
Neil.
You've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis. In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion.
What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
Obviously.
Great! You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city. Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Unlikely. And if you do, I will not acknowledge you. But thanks, I guess. Alright, so where... Oh, you can't talk to him again. We'll go do... Oh, no, wait. Let's do this first, then we'll talk to him. I'm kind of curious, like, where that goes. Rip.
If you intend to engage me in combat.
What? Get threatened by random... Do you know who I am? I'm a number star 1 citizen. Well, you don't have to be a ginger to be soulless, but if you're a ginger, you're soulless. Uh-oh. It didn't like that quick save. There we go. Move, peasant.
No, probably.
We'll check our apartment. We'll go talk to Vivictus, and then we'll wrap up with our Starfield. I know Velix is disappointed. Maybe we'll start a whole brand new playthrough. Make a whole new character. Do a different playthrough. Stealth only.
So after an hour of whining...
Stealth and nothing but vocabulary options. No combat. Wouldn't that be a hoot? Oh, God. The back of your eyes are beautiful. Now, this is more like it. Hell yeah. Look at all these rooms. When I get all those guests over that I definitely will get. Because I'm a very popular lady. Complete waste of space right there. Could have been a closet. Could have been a bathroom. Unfortunately, somebody threw the frame rate over the corner. Ooh, this is a nice view, though.
Yay, now I'll bug you more, lol.
Thank you very much for the subscription. Much appreciated. Cleta, how you doing? Also, I missed what you said about the PC. I had to scroll back up. I saw it, but I think there was dialogue, and I thought, oh, I need to read that and then respond when it's done. And then, of course, I immediately forgot, because that's how that works. But thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Glad to have you here. Could never bug me. You're one of the viewers I actually like. Okay, see, this is a better use of space. I mean, there's still a little towel closet you could put in there. We need a little chair in there so you can sit in the shower. I need to get me one of those. I know it's like an old person thing, but who doesn't want to like sit in a chair in the shower? I think it's cool. I don't care if you think it's an old person thing or not. I think it's neat. Yeah, this place is a lot swankier. I like it. I mean, it should be. It cost me selling out lots and lots of dead people for it. I wanted their lives to mean something. And it turns out their lives mean a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. I'm sure if you could ask them if they were still alive, they would absolutely say it was worth it. Benches and big fancy showers are coming. Cool. Oh, look at this. We get another one. I wonder if you had a really good jetpack if you could get over there. I doubt there's anything. Maybe there's some Easter egg or something over there. Nice little view out here. I'm being careful. I'm not going to fall. That's nice. Yeah, this is definitely a slight step up from that shithole we had before that I was pretending to like. We get a big screen TV in here and couch. Shit, yeah, this is awesome. You have a built-in bench? Oh man. I would totally like that. Yes, Cleta, yes. Like, I'll do that. Like, I'll turn the light off.
Captain on deck.
And I don't even have... Like, I don't even have the extra light. I'll just turn the light off. I mean, there's a window in the bathroom that I'll let light in. But I'll turn the light off. And yes, I like to just stand there and just like let the hot water hit your bald head or the back of your neck. It's nice. It's nice and relaxing.
Could loan us the rest.
It's like I need a shower chair. Sounds like I need a shower chair, chat. No.
One quiet day.
The only people who look better as ginger are women. Ginger men are weird looking. About to go Amazon that shit. Put it on my wish list. Also, Tally, you need to update your damn wish list.
What is it?
And before you say anything, I updated my wish list.
Don't you agree?
Thank you very much. Now, you're not going to fool me this time, quest marker. Oh yeah, you think you'll slide over there like I'm not going to notice. Oh wow, nice. Gotta keep my bald head wet.
Your friend has to stay here.
Definitely gotta keep the bald head wet. I used to live, like, one thing I never got is the places that have windows in the shower. Like, I mean, for me, I wouldn't care because any peeping Tom would basically never peep again if they caught me showering. But, like, it just seems like it would be horrible to do that if you were a self-conscious lady. Why not?
What's this? Just you then? No UC executioner. So the cabinet knows the truth about Orlays. Splendid. That means you and I can get to work.
How on earth did you manage to deploy the Lazarus plant on New Atlantis?
Once we'd cracked synthesizing the Lazarus plant's pollen, research that took years in and of itself, the attacks were exceedingly simple. Orlays' ship would land on our target, bearing a few heat leeches. Nothing that would raise suspicion. Then Lazarus pollen was pumped out of the ship during liftoff from the planet's surface. Shortly thereafter, an attack. A strike perpetrated in mere moments, with no one being the wiser.
Which explains why the attack was out of the starport. I wanted to ask, during the outbreak, why not try to evacuate Londinian? Why blow the spaceport? I mean, that's obvious, because he didn't want people to know, but...
We were in the middle of an all-out war, Captain. Committing ships to save the city would have left another undefended. Which city would you prefer I'd sacrificed? Sidonia? Gagarin? New Atlantis? And if anyone else had learned about the Lazarus plant, well, the risk was too great. I weighed the options and made the call.
I mean, it's easy in hindsight to be like, you made the wrong choice. But, like, let's say they did evacuate. And let's say some other people didn't see what was going on. And they, like, did something with it, sold it to one of the powers, who knows who. Then things could be much worse. New PS5 handset control. Oh, wow. He got made out this year.
Nothing else then?
Shut up. If anyone's going to know this, it's you. Why did the UC lose the colony war?
I'll tell you why. Because the UC was, and is, full of people unwilling to pay the price required for victory. In the last days of the war, the UC was on the precipice of executing a final great assault on the Freestar Collective home system of Cheyenne. A massive strike, capable of obliterating Freestar Central Command and ending the conflict at long last.
I was going to say, I already know what that link is. Oh, he knows about it. Okay. Yeah, that was last year. Speaking of the PS5, one thing, apparently the God of War Ragnarok is getting a free DLC. That's, I guess it's epilogue type thing. I don't imagine it's very long, so I might actually stream that at some point. It's next week too. Wow. I might not stream it next week necessarily, but I would like to go back to it. Why wait so long? Why not just knock out their leadership early and be done with it?
I thought I'd had myself. But such invasions are costly, in resources and lives. Others in the UC believed the blockade would be sufficient to bring the Freestar Collective to its knees. But they were wrong. So instead, they sacrificed far more lives in a protracted war, rather than doing the right thing from the start, and demolishing the Freestar capital when they have the chance.
I dated a few girls who would probably actually like the shower window. Though it's still, though, like, it really is weird, though, isn't it? Like, especially in the US, like maybe in another country where they're not so uptight about nudity and stuff, but it just seems weird. Like if it's like frosted glass, that's one thing. But like at least one place in particular I know, it was like perfectly clear window. Now granted, this house was also in the middle of nowhere, so the chances of somebody like peeping was almost none. Because this was in Wyoming, so like literally the closest neighbor was like over a mile away. And it was like a mile off the road. So, I mean, you are like...
Continue whenever you like.
So, it wasn't really going to get peeped on, but still kind of odd. I'm guessing things didn't go according to plan.
You'd be right. Everything was in place. But just before we could launch the strike, word came from Londinian. The Terramorph outbreak had begun. I went to the city to assess the state of things, and discovered the Lazarus plant. We couldn't spare ships for a proper quarantine, so it was my decision to destroy the spaceport and seal off the city. Deal with it quickly, so we could get back to winning the war.
And by winning, you mean losing the war. What were you playing on PS3, Cleta? Did you play God of War? That game was great. We'll ask, even though this is fairly obvious. If you were able to get in, why couldn't you get the citizens of Londinian out?
A single ship. What would you have had me do? Ask them and the Terramorphs to form a line? And the UC fleet was spread thin already. No, I touched down, assessed the situation, made a decision, and returned to the task at hand.
Yes, Tally, that is. Mom might get that for me, because, as I noted, it's better to buy that, like, at a store somewhere. Sacrifice one city to save others. I suppose I can see the logic. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Like, is it terrible? Yes. But he's not entirely wrong.
It seemed a simple choice. So upon my return from Londinian, we proceeded with our killing blow. Initially, we had great success against the mess the Freestar Collective called a Navy. But then the Freestar citizenry decided to get involved. Dozens of civilian ships jumping in to shield their military counterparts. I, of course, had no trouble firing on what should have been designated enemy vessels. But my peers had lost the stomach for it. So many lives lost already, they wailed. So the great UC Navy was routed by a mob. They picked our ships apart. The UC surrendered not long after. And thus rang the death knell for the great UC.
So he's probably bitter about that too, right? So, and again, he's not wrong, as proven because they lost the war of it. But as soon as the civilian ships started trying to block the military ships, now they're enemy combatant. So clearly he should have been given the go-ahead to just blow them up, because it did cost them the war. So not only did the board fuck him over by not allowing him to shoot at the civilian ships, they also then again threw him to the wolves when they lost the war, as kind of a like, hey, we're cool, right? Here, have this guy and 2 other people. So yeah, I mean, not that what he did was right, but shut the fuck up. But you can see why he's not super happy about that. Your planning seems sound. Just a bad roll of the dice, I guess. I mean, it wasn't really dice, but...
But yes, bad luck. And weak subordinates.
Final Fantasy 14. Oh, you're playing that on PS... Oh, PS3. Wow. So have you played it the whole time, or is it more of an off-again, on-again thing?
Well, thanks to our combined efforts, the Sanan name has more clout with the cabinet than it has in years. I hope to build on that. I have a long list of names civilized society would be better without. I just need someone to help me remove them from the picture. Should we begin the hunt? Or did you have questions?
Let's get started.
Just what I was hoping to hear. There's a slate waiting for you in the transfer system.
I'm assuming this is like never-ending quest line, like the old like Skyrim quests, where it would just like generate a name and you just go and kill the person or blow the ship up or whatever. I would think.
Those are the details for our first
because he's not
person of interest.
Because he's not mentioning any specific names.
Find them, eliminate them, and make the galaxy a better place for it. Though I would expect some resistance when trying to approach the target. Deal with any you encounter as you see fit.
Cleta, he got you I wasn't supposed to tell, but he gave you a tier 3 1-year subscription to the channel. That's all he got you this year. But he said that should be enough. I hate to spoil it, but I can't. I'm not good at keeping secrets. Congratulations, though. Enjoy those emotes that literally no one ever uses. Because I think we have like one tier 3 person.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has the stake.
Off again, on again. That sounds about right. Like I think the longest I ever played an MMO, probably EverQuest and WoW, I played about the same amount of time, like 3 or 4 years in a row. And after the last time on WoW, like when I quit in Wrath, I've never played one like that much again. Eliminate the target on. Nice. All right, we're not gonna do that because it's probably gonna be like kind of the same thing over and over again and all of that. But what's up, Lunar Waffles? Actually, funny you mentioned that. We're actually wrapping up right now. But yeah, so we finished main story. We finished the Vanguard, so we're done on stream. I do plan on playing this more, just off stream. I don't know how much. I would kind of like to do some other side quests. Again, I've heard some of the other side quest lines are really good, so I might even look up like which ones are the must-dos. This one was a pretty cool one. I was not expecting weird mind control alien things. And the story was pretty good. I do think it's a bit of a stretch that he was able to like exert that kind of control and able to pull it off.
You're cleared for entrance.
On top of that, like the thing with like the daughter being the hero, which I don't remember if she was the one who was on the planet that got attacked that we got sent to check out, or if she's the one or that lady sent us somewhere else to her. I don't remember. If she was the one on the planet, I find it like it's just one of those things that like, why would he have them attack the planet she was on and just hope she didn't get murdered? I think she was on another planet. I think the person on the planet told you to go find her. That would make more sense, because even if you assumed the terror morphs would kill everything, eventually you would probably end up going to black market stuff, huh? That'd be a shame if somebody stole that. It would assume it would go back to, or he would even direct them to the group that she was in, because they were the experts of terramorphs, and then everything would lead to that point. It's just kind of him being able to orchestrate the whole thing, given how much he's locked down, and with the excuse of like, oh, well, nobody likes me, so, they ignored all the stuff that I did, or they ignored a lot of stuff I did, is a little flaky. Otherwise, I think it was a pretty cool story. Now, I've said that I've said that I liked the main story as well. I think it was very interesting, especially the way it ties into New Game Plus. But otherwise, it's an all right game. They've of course been saying like they wanted to have the longevity of Skyrim. I just don't see that happening. It just I feel like it lacks the exploration aspects that Skyrim had. I feel like there's not enough like different play styles. Like with Skyrim, you could go, melee. There was a few options. You go stealth, stealth with a weapon. You could go like crazy two-hand. You could go sword and shield. You could put magic in there, and tons of magic spells. You could combine them in any way that you wanted. You had other stuff to do, like crafting your own gear, and then of course mods put tons of stuff in there, and the companions were pretty varied and interesting. All stuff that this game really lacks. You can't really make like amazing weapons and stuff until you get super high end, which I guess, that's kind of true with blacksmith and like Daedric weapons and stuff. But even if you unlock the last stuff, I don't feel like it's, makes you a total badass. It just makes your weapon a little bit stronger. And there's just not as many ways to play. I don't feel like there's a decent variety of guns, but they're just very similar. You can go melee, of course. But yeah, I don't think this is going to have anywhere near the longevity that something like Skyrim. I mean, I think that's a fairly safe bet. And I don't think mods are going to save it in that aspect. But again, I don't think it's a bad game. It's just a good game, like pretty good. Like I say, I enjoy it, but it's just okay. It's too. We went over this, but it's too PG. The companions are boring. They went too safe. They didn't give these guys enough personality. A bunch of different stuff. But anyway, you Twitch folks, hang out. YouTube VOD folks, thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitch or watch me live on YouTube. See you next time. Bye.